Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tuesday Newsday. As we were just going live and Lauren decided to scream in my ears. But hi, we're back. And sorry for last week off. We were all pretty much traveling still, and I ended up doing a second con last week. So I'm still trying to play catch up from pre-Gen Con. But it's good to see you all. It's good to be here. I've got Lauren here. Hi, Lauren.
Hello.
And we're going to talk Gen Con and how it went. Got some questions for you, the chat. Got some questions for Lauren. I don't have many updates because, like I said, I'm still trying to play catch up with pre-Gen Con brain. But I kind of still want to run through the lines and stuff. So first of all, chat. Well, I'll ask that because we've got 26 people in chat, and I know more people join a few minutes after we go live. So I'll ask that in a minute. But Lauren, I heard 5 minutes ago that Gothic is the best-selling box set we've ever had at a Gen Con.
Battletech product, yeah. Battletech box set. I should very clearly say. I'm not sure it's the best-selling Battletech product ever, but it was our best-selling Battletech box set at Gen Con. And that's a really big deal because we knew there would be at least a certain portion of our fan base that would not want a new aesthetic, and we're fine with that. But for those who wanted to see something just a one-off kind of fresh idea, we thought they would do well enough. And we were very pleasantly surprised to see the reception of that product. So awesome. It was awesome. Yeah.
I believe we, at the end of the event, I think we packed up like 6 boxes. Do you know how many we brought? How many sold?
600.
Wow. So 594.
Something like that, yeah.
That's awesome. Cool.
Probably gave away to reviewers and professionals another 8 to 10. So, but 590 is roughly, that's still an amazing, strong showing for the product.
With the other new product that we brought to Gen Con, were there any other standouts or anything that you were really pleased on how it went?
Well, all the Gothic product, the salvage boxes blew out by Friday, and then the first of the official Battletech C scale, meaning century scale, the 100mm figures, they were gone by afternoon Saturday. That's only the second one of those we've done. The first being the 100mm Mad Cat, which was part of the Mercenaries Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So the Atlas will be the first made for hobby trade. It'll be in stores very soon for the 100mm line. For those who want to paint, a nice big mech to put on your desktop or whatever.
I don't remember. Do you remember the release date for Gothic?
Actually, I know that. Hold on a second. I want to say it's October 1st.
Okay.
In fact, I'm pretty sure it's October 1st.
Okay. Awesome. So, yay, Gothic. It did really well. What else did well?
What else did well? Let me think here. So for Battletech, we also brought in the, I believe, third Star League Battle Group Force Pack and the Support Emplacements Force Pack. And I believe one, if not both of those, sold out for how many we brought. I don't know exactly the numbers on it, but they did very well. We were very happy with their showing. We also did for Shadowrun, the big products were Risks and Rewards. And I believe we flew in Deus Ex Arcana.
Yeah.
They sold out for what we brought in.
Oh, good.
Which is, again, always what you want to see in a show like that for what we brought in. And then board gaming, the big winner there was the Quincy's Tavern game, Guardians of the Four Winds, I believe it was called.
Yeah.
And Quincy, the TikTok influencer, was a part of our booth, ran some streaming for us, did a lot of signings, and people were very, a lot of his fans showed up. We're very excited to meet him in our booth, and he signed a lot of copies, and that did very well. So, that's the first of our product with Quincy's Tavern, of which we should be doing probably one a year for the next several years, as well as doing some of his better merch offers.
Awesome.
That we had a few of those to show off at the show, like his new collectible coin, and there was something else I think I've forgotten already.
Tavern mug.
Tavern mugs. Those did very well.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna keep doing that, and he'll be offering those through his streaming service as well, and everyone's gonna love them. So overall, every category had its standout performers. They all did well to exceptionally well, and it was flat out our best Gen Con ever.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we set a record by a significant margin this year.
Oh, that's great.
We were over 20% over our best Gen Con ever.
Oh, neat. Well, congrats.
It was awesome. It was a really good, and just the energy of the show. I love Gen Con. There's just something about it, 72,000 people all there to have a good time, play games, discover games. It's just, I love the energy of the show. It'll always be, I'll go back to it every year.
Do you know, I know we just released at Gen Con the Kung Fu Panda RPG. Do you have any idea how that did?
It did, so it was never meant to be a physical product. It was always meant to be a PDF, a very fun small little PDF RPG. It does a great job for what it is. It's bright, colorful, fast, fun. The print-on-demand version we did, I don't think we sold them all out, but it was a nice, well-received ancillary product.
Awesome.
Yeah. It looked flat out gorgeous. It's such a colorful booklet.
I grabbed mine because I'm kind of excited about it. And I didn't get to see the Quincy stream yet. So I'm doing the editing, by the way, for our viewers. I've been releasing a episode, one of the VODs a day from what we streamed. Except for yesterday was the Tuesday Newsday upload from last time, and then today is Tuesday Newsday, so you'll get another one tomorrow. So we'll have like multiple weeks of content based on splitting up.
A lot of content at the show.
Yeah, the big streams. And I can't wait because it was Jason GM'd Kung Fu Panda, and then he played with Quincy, Thor Nye, the actor that we had on, and August Han, which was one of the main writers for Kung Fu Panda. So I heard it was a really fun little adventure.
Yeah.
Yay! So kind of to run through those lines that you just ran through. So Shadowrun, we did a lot of promotion for Shadowrun Anarchy, which is actually going live, I believe, in 14 days, right?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds
so
right.
If you haven't followed yet, you should follow the Kickstarter. We've got over 3,000, I think it's over 3,500 followers right now for
this is for Anarchy 2nd edition, yes. Anarchy 2.0, that our good friends over at Black Book in France took the lead on developing this into a 2nd edition. Our entire team is very excited about what they've done, taking this to the next level, and we will be doing both a simultaneous French and English version of the book. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then in other Shadowrun news, I do want to acknowledge, just so you guys hear it, I found out that the last 15 minutes or so of the Shadowrun live stream actual play with the devs from Thursday got cut off. So I am working with our techs to figure out if we have that recorded somewhere that we like as a backup from, I don't know if internet cut or what, but if there's anything we have that can do that. If not, we'll write up a summary of what happened.
Was it Jordan and Mike and Jason, all those guys?
Yep.
That was a great crew. That was actually amazing.
Was incredible that came together. That was one of the coolest things ever. And they're all on board with playing again. So that would be a lot of fun. So we'll try to get that stream cutoff resolved, or at least an update, or maybe even if I'm very lucky, I can get the crew back on to a video call and we can just kind of re-record the ending if we have to. Leviathans, we did a demo with Thor Nye. Randall ran it for Thor. So you get to see some Leviathans play from the stream. So that will be up. I actually finished editing the video early because that's a Saturday stream. So it's going to be unlisted, and it's going to be in a backer update that's coming out today for Leviathan. So so watch out for that. Board game division, we had Quincy on a ton. He was a blast to have. We did sales for Flippin' Ninja. We did demos for Runefire. We had some demos for Edge Zone as well. So a lot of great stuff for board game division.
We got to show off My Hero Academia, the next really big campaign we're going to run by the end of the year. Probably roughly at the same time as the season 10 the anime show drops, so somewhere right in there is likely. And we got to show off 2 of the fully painted final miniatures. Not final approval from the master licensor, but we are pretty confident they're going to pass flying colors. They were stunning.
They're really pretty.
Yeah. We are really excited about that game, and the great Series 1 has, like, I think 32 different miniatures to play and skirmish with as you fight your friends at the school to determine who's top of the class, or fight a villain when they tend to show up to ruin your day.
I have to say, like, I got to play when we did the stream on Saturday with Randall and Bryn, and it's fun. It is a fun game. I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys too. Also, it was really great at the streaming stage because every time someone said Uravity for like moving their character, like the amount of meerkats in like the hallway where we're like, what? Like, yeah, like what'd you say? And they'd come over to the stage because there's just so many MHA fans. So
yeah. Well, it's one of the top anime shows in the world, and we're getting a lot of support from Crunchyroll and Toho. Mm-hmm. And we believe we'll be getting a commercial. We think we'll be getting a commercial up. That's our intention on Crunchyroll, and a lot of good marketing, which will include voice actors from the show. I mean, that's a lot of stuff is already planned, and we're just working slowly with Crunchyroll and Toho to line this up and do it according to their approval process. But right now we couldn't be happier with the way we just announced it at Gen Con. So this is a brand new announcement. It's only about a week old now. We couldn't be happier with the initial reception we've gotten for it.
Yeah, really happy. So we've also got we did 2 fiction panels. One was kind of a last minute ad, but we got some good stuff there. So a lot of content coming for you guys. Lauren, I want to hear how the demo events did. Like, I know we always do Masters and Minions, and like, how was your feeling about demos?
I mean, the demo teams were working really hard all weekend, both at battletech and shadowrun spaces. I don't know if we ran a record number of events or not. That's something I didn't ask Michael, but it felt like they were just cooking all weekend. Mm-hmm. I know the special events we did, such as the Master of the Minions Saturday night event, was very well attended, and it went very late. My battle, I think, was literally the last one to get up at like 1 something in the morning. We eked out Tal and I eked out a win, but I heard the Masters won handily this year. Usually it's a lot closer. I hear we had a good year, but in the end, it's just sitting down to play with some of our best fans who just love this event. They come in and play with us for a couple hours, and it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. So
it went very, as always. There's no bad Master of the Minions event, honestly, that I've ever played in that I can think of. It's one of my favorites.
And then at the same time, we did Shadowrun Legends too. I saw we always have Echo Chernick play. We have Tom Dowd from Second Edition. RJ, we had our missions developer, we had Jason. I teased Jason. I walked up to him when I came in the room, and I was like, why don't they have a VIP at this table? Teasing him because I still have difficulty not introducing him as the Shadowrun line developer. He's like my headcanon line developer forever. So
of course, yeah. He ran that for a very long time, and we couldn't be happier that he's promoted himself upwards and now is running pretty much the entire RPG division for Catalyst and doing some great work with the new stuff like Kung Fu Panda, like Frostpunk, like Voltron, and very soon, something I probably can't mention yet.
We have talked about Metamorphosis Alpha.
Metamorphosis Alpha, we're doing the 50-year anniversary edition of that. That's going to be amazing. I think that may be the first real sci-fi RPG. It was really early, right after D&D. Maybe like one of the first ones, and it has a special nostalgia place for a lot of gamers. And we're going to take that and really do it up with an amazing anniversary edition.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And then there's another property or two I can't talk about yet, or I'll get yelled at and you will strangle me through the screen. But we'll be announcing some things very soon.
Tyler's doing tech, and he said he has his finger on the mute button for me. So I really
I couldn't beat the finger. Yeah, I could race him out on that one. It's Star Wars, but it's not Star Wars.
No.
I don't know. I can't announce it yet, but there's a really cool property I've been very excited for. I'm a personal fan of it. A lot of our company's a personal fan of it, so I'm looking forward to announcing it very soon.
Awesome. So other than, I wanted to ask our audience too, how many of you guys were at Gen Con, yay or nay? If you put yay or nay in the chat, maybe. I wanted to kind of get a feeling for
you know those white push button things, they can instantly record their votes and
yeah, you want to give me some budget for to send everyone in our audience a push button?
That's not standard? Oh.
Billy, I wonder for you and any of the others that didn't make Gen Con, did you tune into any of the streams? What are your thoughts? Like we have a lot of thoughts and opinions on how things went at the show, because like that pathway that we were in was just so like such a great marketing, like for people to walk past, interact, that haven't seen Catalyst before. So we had to kind of make the streams, if you're new to Catalyst, friendly. But what were your thoughts on streaming? I'm excited to hear you guys.
If you haven't seen any stream yet, we were basically out in one of the main corridors at Gen Con streaming live with thousands of people walking by all day. It was pretty fun. Awesome.
The streams work way better than Gen Con 2 years ago when we did them at the booth. Is some of the feedback I'm seeing. Grom said, Grom has been in our chat pretty much every week. But big Pinnacle fan, so happy to see you and Jody chatting. Surprised they didn't see fan roll since we have those battletech dice.
Yeah, we missed one. We missed that one. We should have had fan roll on there as a guest to talk about the great stuff they've been doing for battletech and shadowrun. I've got one here, I think, or a couple of them here. Actually, hey, I can show stuff off. Look at that.
Hey.
I'm gonna go over here and grab some toys. And so just an idea for battletech and for shadowrun, they got this really cool bullet die with the Shadowrun logo on the strike plate there. And these are a really good resin. They roll nicely. And battletech has a version in a silver jacket with the battletech logo carried on the thing. And then we also had, this is a prototype, but they can be a little bit longer. These really cool missile dice, like these ones. The final ones came out a little longer, and they're a resin. We'll also be doing a metal version. And then we had the laser crystal version, which was a really cool blue, red, green sparkly crystal die. So for battletech, you could really roll what you're firing: energy weapons, missiles, or autocannon. And for shadowrun, all you just, once you have the slug weapon, what else do you need for shadow? So yeah, we had a good time with those. Fanroll did a great job. We're very excited about these dice, and they'll be on our store and going out to hobby stores here. Fanroll's game in hobby stores also this year.
That's awesome. Audio balancing could still take some tweaks, but the rest of it was pretty good. Thanks for that feedback. Yeah, totally, Astro. If you're at Gen Con, we expect probably you're off doing things, and we'll catch up with us later. But that's part of why we do the VODs too, because I know if I see a 12-hour stream, I'm like, I'm afraid of commitment. So we're gonna break that into chunks for you. Billy said watched a bunch of it, mostly BattleTech fans, so it felt light on BattleTech content. It's, you know, it only had 1 hour less than Shadowrun this time around, and like got like it sells itself. And other than Aces, which we've been talking about, and the new release of Gothic, there and our new dice, there's not a ton to cover with BattleTech right now. So
Aces will be a big part of our entire next year. I mean, we've only shown off the first Aces box.
Yeah.
There's 3 more boxes after that.
Yeah.
Aces is a 4-box product, which includes more fold together terrain, more of the AI card decks, so you can run different types of battles in that collaborative or solo play mode.
Yeah.
Big part of the whole next year will be Aces. And
Captain General says Gen Con was great, but significantly harder to troll people streaming than previous. Great with all the various guests. Turbo Turtle, that's Craig Reed, says first half of Quincy's interview was silent. I know, I'm not real happy about it, but audio issues happen.
He is such a fun character. I love Quincy.
So great. Yeah. A lot of great conversation.
You can't help but smile when that guy gets going. He is so into it.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep. Easy to talk to.
Yeah.
So awesome. I'm glad you guys are liking the content too, because that's it's important to be able to share what we're doing at the con with you guys that can't make it. So awesome. What else would have been epic if the CGL folks had made it to the Mech 7 stream on Sunday? The Mech 7 was Saturday, and I know, but that was Mutants and Mastermind. I always say Mutants and Masterminds instead of Masters and Minions. Masters and Minions is Saturday.
Well, that was Mech 7 at the same time, yeah, because Randall's part of that crew. He definitely would have been.
Yeah, it just didn't work out with how everyone's schedule went for the actors for Shadowrun the night before and the devs for Shadowrun the night before. I just couldn't get.
So Mech 7, that's they've done their second full season of that.
Yeah, it's not releasing though until fall. So our viewers hasn't
started dropping yet. Okay.
Yeah.
I should talk about the fact that someone got killed.
Yeah. You're the worst.
I know. Nobody got killed. Everyone went home safely.
Chris Fries in chat said he loved the bigger map that was in the Gothic box set. So yay. They did do a Gothic one shot on. It wasn't on Sunday. It was Friday. It was Friday, I think.
I think so.
It was a mixture of Gothic meets Aces, which was a fun mashup. So, did you guys do a Gothic one shot on Sunday? I don't know.
I don't
where that happened.
Sunday was fast. A couple of interviews.
Yeah.
And then the talent hosted a little like we're out of here.
Yeah, we did the Kung Fu Panda. We did the fiction thing.
I don't think we had Gothic on Sunday.
Yeah. Man, we're getting a lot of questions in the chat too about other shows. Yeah, we'll just start scrolling here. I'm gonna go back to the top, y'all, so I don't miss anyone.
Well, while you're scrolling looking for a question, I'll just say the next shows we're doing, we will be at PAX West and NovaCon coming up here on this is a Labor Day weekend coming up.
Do we have excuse me, I choked. Do we have a booth at PAX West?
Yes. Catalyst will be sharing part of a booth up on the Sky Bridge.
Okay.
I don't know if they're running a demo up there or just doing straight sales. I think they're running a demo event area somewhere else in the show, and then they're just doing straight sales on the Sky Bridge. Yeah, Cat will be there.
Okay.
Not our usual presence, but we'll be there. And then that same weekend we're doing NovaCon, and then after that there is likely going to be there's the international shows. I think we're going to make it over to Essen, and I'm not sure about PAX Australia, but maybe. And then we cap the year with PAX Unplugged in December. So those are the next consumer kind of convention shows we're doing.
So, we're doing Game Hole too.
Are we? Okay.
Yep. We locked into that last year. You always forget.
Yeah, we do. And where's that one at?
Madison.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And that has, I know we have a couple of agents that go and run battletech, but it's an RPG heavy con. We are doing a Mech Warrior game there that you can get in on, and we'll have all of the RPGs. So Shadowrun, Kung Fu Panda, Voltron, Frostpunk. So there'll be a lot to play. What else do we have? What scale is the 100 millimeter minis?
The 100 millimeter.
Yeah, I like, wait.
Under C scale.
Yeah.
They're all based on 100 millimeter. I don't think they're all 100 millimeters exactly. They're based on 100 millimeter top size. I could be wrong about that. Honestly, the whole idea is these are not meant to be. You can make a map big enough to play them, I guess. Right now, there's exactly two: the Mad Cat and the Atlas. Our plans to do at least one a year, if not two a year for the next several years. I hope one of those will be always from the alternate aesthetic box set, like Gothic. Will be at least one of them every year. The next one we're doing is Rockets and Ray Guns, about a year or so from now, which is the like a 1950s sci-fi magazine version of battletech, like all smooth and chromy and I could say there's some other cool stuff going on I probably shouldn't talk about yet because we're still on Gothic, but there's some really cool stuff coming. But yeah, I'm hoping we'll do a C scale for all of those as well. They're all based on 100 millimeter scale.
Cool. All right, what else do I have here? Thanks, Shock, for taking all the questions into a doc for me so that I can get through this easily. So we've got a bunch of Lev's questions today. I'm going to cover the ones that I think we might have answers to at the moment, because again, I need to play catch up. I'll answer
the big question right now. So Lev's is fulfilling. If you didn't already know that, Lev's started fulfilling the week before Gen Con. It ramped up last week during Gen Con and after, and the days after, and we expect it to be fully fulfilled sometime this month. I don't have the exact day yet for when they expect it, but they should be domestically.
For domestic, yeah.
Domestic, they should be fully fulfilled for everyone who's finished their pledges and done their shipping costs. Should be fully fulfilled here in August, and then we'll be getting Levs into hobby trade domestically right after that. And we're working on getting international stuff is moving right now to get to where it needs to go to start fulfilling internationally.
Great.
So yes, that's the whole question. We're very excited that Leviathans is actually moving because it's so awesome. We've got so many awesome products. Bryn Bill's, about killed himself putting out all these factions, all these ships, and we're just excited to get to show them off now.
Another point that I want to bring up as well that we've gotten a lot of questions about, one of our dev team for Levs is working on the points for the 5 ships that backers created, because those points are not in the PDF, so that's getting worked on right now. So then we have a question from Prussian Havoc, with Levs in fulfillment. Will some new Levs fiction be released soon? Like book 1 of the William Keith's trilogy. I'm not sure what the release schedule is for that. I'd have to ask John.
I know John's been working on that. I don't know when it's going to be releasing, but I would think it's going to be releasing with time and date roughly with the hobby trade release. I would kind of expect that we'll get it out there at the same time as products getting into the market. So just watch for it. But I'll make a note to ask John about that this evening, make sure he's got that on his schedule.
Cool. What else do we have? Is there any release date for the digital version of the Gen Con 3025 TRO?
Well, I'm sure there is. The question is, do we know it? And the answer to that is no, I don't think we know. I don't think I know what it is. Usually the digital version goes up live in the weeks before the physical version goes to hobby trade. We had it driven in for Gen Con straight from the printer which means it's moving right now from the printer to the warehouse. So I'm guessing the TR3025 commemorative is going to be out.
I'm pulling up the release schedule.
I want to say 4 to 5 weeks, which means the digital should be going out for the next 2 to 3 at worst. It could be up there. It could be going up tomorrow. I just don't have the date.
I have September 9th as a release date as of right now. So
for physical or digital? For
physical.
So for digital, figure no worse than 2 weeks ahead of that. So that's about a week or 10 days from now. That's when I would expect it going up.
Cool.
But
all right, what else do we have here? As an EU UK distributor, do you have an ETI on anything from CGL to those areas?
They just finally wrapped up wave 3 for both UK and EU. And Rem, you would know better than me what's going on with the final. There's a few final, like wave 4, like a few dozen people.
Hold on there. I think this is a multiple part question, because in terms of Kickstarters, like wave 4 is under 500 people. So that's getting moving. But if we're talking, I think the question is more focused on like retail.
Oh, well, I mean, just obviously we'll have more merch product going into the market, including we're reprinting salvage boxes and other things for that. Gothic has already been set aside for both UK and EU. Gothic should be moving that direction as well. From China, I want to say this coming week is the ship date, if I'm remembering correctly, as well as there was something else. Oh, and Aces is ready to ship in, I think, a week. Aces will be heading out to worldwide markets. So lots of stuff moving right now. Also, I think I saw support and placements and Third Star League Battle Group all on the list to moving to the UK, EU, and Australia in the next week or two.
I want to clarify as well, though, like street date for Aces isn't until like near the end of this year.
I don't know what the street date is. I just know it's moving, and it's going to take 5-6 weeks to get around the world and into warehouses. So, yeah, it'll be probably November. I think it's got a November, early November.
That sounds right to me, but I'm not 100%.
So things are moving. I mean, at least 7 battletech products I know of. And then there's the new battletech, or the new shadowrun books, Risk the Rewards, Deus Ex Arcana, Mean Streets will all be heading that way as well. And then of course Leviathans will be rolling out worldwide as well. All should be part of this year.
When will swag like the Velcro patches be available at the CGL store or retail?
That's a great question. And the answer is should be very soon. We're actually making a lot of store updates right now. Trying to get, there's a lot of stuff that have not gone on the store. I think we've got like 7 t-shirts, patches, pins, coins, all new of the Lost Tech dice, all trying to the new fan roll dice. There's a lot of stuff we need to get our store updated on. So that's all. Expect to see new releases right now, almost on a weekly basis. The trick will be not to try to do it all at once, because that's where we'll get caught up in the minutia, is to take a batch, put it online. Take a batch, put it online. So we're hoping to get stuff rolling out, like the patches here, almost on a weekly basis now that Gen Con. Now that Gen Con's in the rearview mirror, we will focus more on getting that stuff out there for everybody. And thank you for your patience on that. It's an awesome product, and everyone deserves to have access to it.
Question for me, please. Rob Bob asks, why have the Leviathans game played on Saturday posted as unlisted? Is there a reason why it has to be? Not really, except that I'm editing the streams in order for release. I did this one specifically for the backer update so you guys could have early access. But like as I'm posting each one, it has like this one, this originally streamed on 7/31 at 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m. and stuff like that. So I'm just doing it in order. So like I could, and today is Tuesday Newsday, so I didn't have a release for today. So I guess like I could move it up in the list, but I don't know.
I would just said to annoy Bryn, but that was, that's my standard.
I mean, fair. But yeah, just giving you guys some early access for those watching the backer updates before we get it live. What else do I have? Another question from Prussian Havoc. What are your expectations and plans for Leviathans?
Oh boy. Well, I know we've got about 4 months of products to roll out, even at several a month for like, once it clears to domestic hobby. And then I know Bryn has, I want to say 3 more factions he's already working on or has worked up, including the American faction that will be coming out, that will be going into, it's in development, will going to be going to production to come out next year. I don't know when next year, whether that's a mid to late. I'm guessing it's summer release of next year. But and I think right now we've got like 18 or more products, or at least that many, ship blisters, as well as 2 campaign boxes, as well as the Great War starter book, and lots of factions ready to go. So a lot of product, and more coming.
I saw a question. Do we plan to go back to Dragon Con at any point?
We would love to go back to Dragon Con. The fact that we can't seem to get on the same page with Dragon Con frustrates me to no end. I love that show. I was one of the countless people who went to that show like every year for like 7 years, and then it just fell apart. And we've been trying to get back in, and unfortunately, Dragon Con has a wait list, and we got in there for like a year, and then they took that spot away from us again, because it was a special marketing spend only company thing. I don't know. So we are trying to get back in there, and we're trying to support that. We just need someone at Dragon Con to want to work with us to make this work long term. I'd love to. It's a great show.
I give props to Andrew in chat for this question. When release Den of Wolves? Thanks.
I'm gonna hurt that man. Actually, I worked on Den of Wolves yesterday. What was yesterday? Sunday? Yeah. No, Sunday. 2 days ago. I was working on Den of Wolves on Sunday. Mike Stackpole and I we've gotten way off communicating with each other. It's over half done. We just gotta ramp up towards the end chapters now, and Mike and I have got to be on the same page. We were able to write a lot of the early stuff in our own little bubbles, but then we got to bring it together and write the end of the book more or less at the same time. I know Mike said he's reviewing his schedule, trying to clear a month of writing time coming up here in either September, October, where he and I plan to just get together and just write till it is done. It's an awesome story. I'm very proud of what we're writing. We just got to get it out for people.
Yeah. Awesome. Sorry, I'm scrolling as we go and switching back and forth to break up some of the remaining questions here. Question from Prussian Havoc again. What is your favorite Leviathan's fleet, or your favorite Leviathan?
Ooh, that's not fair. That's a tough call. I love the Italian speedsters, but I also love that big honking German ship that just doesn't care about maneuver. It's just gonna fly straight across the map because I don't think it knows how to turn at all. And if you get near it, it's just gonna crush you. It's just hard to say. They're just so much fun. I know right now, because we did before, the British, the French, the Germans. I am most excited to see the final version of the American fleet, which we never got to before. We just started, I think, to show off the White Fleet ships with Leviathans the first time around. So seeing what we do in the USA in this world is going to be interesting.
Cool.
So.
Turbo Turtle asks, how did Fiction do at Gen Con?
Fiction did great. John actually underestimated the demand for Fiction. He had a lot of empty shelves by the last day. We brought some of the old classics back that we had in the warehouse, as well as the new stuff, as well as like the battletech romance book, which is not a joke. We actually did do one written by a romance writer and with some assistance from some battletech people.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do another one because it's fun and people can't believe we did it the first time. So Fiction had a great showing. And we sold down to several bare shelves, and we're going to keep it rolling.
Cool. Michael Chandra asks, any update on Shadowrun Takedown? Last I heard, it's on the water, right?
Shadowrun Takedown is actually in the warehouse right now.
Oh, yeah, got there.
Got there while we were at Gen Con. We're going to wrap up. We need to wrap up Leviathan's fulfillment, and then Shadowrun Takedown is going to slot in, hopefully right behind it. We'll fulfill the Shadowrun stuff. That should take, I'm guessing, 3 weeks. That's a guess, but it's a pretty good guess. And then from that'll lead right into going into hobby trade as well. So it is actually in the warehouse, and we're just
please take all of Lauren's estimates as with a grain of salt.
Absolutely. I have a very casual relationship with the calendar.
So we are meeting 3 times a week, or at least we were pre-Gen Con, and we are kicking back up as of tomorrow to go through all of the remaining fulfillment stuff. And so Takedown is now on our list. So we're going to start doing the pre-planning for getting the quotes for shipping and all of that stuff, so that by the time Labs is done, we are ready to move on.
Shadowrun Takedown, the actual domestic fulfillment should not take longer than 3 weeks. When will it start depends on a couple items I don't know, like when does Leviathan's finish? When do we get all the shipping collected? That kind of stuff. So the actual start date, I don't know.
I just got a Discord message from Tyler saying finger twitching on the button. So we have some confusion. Apparently, someone had reached out to PAX in our chat and asked if Catalyst had a booth there, because we are not listed in the program, and it appears that we do not have a booth. Catalyst will be showing off stuff on the Sky Bridge. Okay. So not an official in vendor hall space, and maybe not sales.
Not I know they're working on a Shadowrun demo space as well, but I don't know if they've actually locked that down yet. Okay. So we are not doing the large booth we have done in years past this year. We're doing a more Skybridge friendly style and working that instead this year. So it's a new way to approach the show, see what we learn, and then we'll make adjustments for the following year.
Awesome. Back to my questions here. I've got any update on the release date for emplacements in the 3rd Star League Battle Group Force Packs? Those were delayed later than we anticipated.
I think I have some data. Let me take a quick look. I've got some data here. I met with our distribution people and see if I got dates on these. Battle Group says September 17th is the likely street date for that. And emplacements was supposed to be out in July, but it came in late with the same boat as Battle Group. So I would expect it to show up also probably in early to mid-September.
Okay, cool. Awesome. When will this year's BNN exclusive box, the 21st Centauri Lancers Force Pack, be released? And will you continue or even expand this collaboration in the upcoming years?
I believe it's on its way. It's on a ship right now. It'll be going into the BNN system. I believe they're planning to release it
September 17th.
What is it?
September 17th.
I think that sounds a lot earlier than it's going to happen.
Oh, cool.
I think their plan is it's a Q4 release at BNN, I'm pretty sure.
I sure love this file that I referenced called Catalyst Master Release Schedule.
Yeah. Well, first of all, BNN sets that release date. We don't. It'll release when they want to release, but I'm pretty sure they're planning it for Q4, and they'll have it first. They'll have exclusive for 6 months, as part of that system. And yes, we would love to expand our relationship with Barnes and Noble. They've been very, very good partners to us in the book trade. They've if you've seen, Battletech's got a significant presence at Barnes and Noble, which we appreciate, and we'll keep that up as long as they want to.
Any thoughts on producing abomination sculpts for Gothic?
It has been started.
Really?
That's all I know. They've been started. They've been given the word to do them.
I thought these were all going to just be one standalone.
I said back when Gothic launched, I did not expect there to be a lot of follow-up product, except for the abominations have been so popular. People have been clamoring for them. We are going to support that with one force pack for the abomination, because they're just, most of mechs doing the new aesthetic for most mechs is awesome. We could do Gothic mechs for years, but that would then take up all of our time. So we're not going to do that. But the abominations, there's nothing else like them in BattleTech. They are unique. So we are going to give them one product of abomination sculpts. There'll be a one, probably called a force pack still, that we will do to support that part of Gothic you can't replace with a figure from somewhere else.
Well, I asked that question because I thought the answer was going to be no. So announced here on Tuesday Newsday, guys, that apparently that's a thing. Surprise.
If they don't want that information out there, they should have said something to me.
They might have. You might have forgotten.
We are doing abominations.
Oh my God!
I believe I said that privately about back at Adepticon, but that was not something we were releasing at that time. We were going to do it, just a matter of when. And about a week ago at Gen Con, Randall said, "Are we doing it?" I told him, "Go, make it happen."
All right.
Now, how soon will that be? Not soon. We're probably talking at least 3 to 4 months minimum.
Yeah.
Sculpting, production, development, production, shipping, but it will come out, I would say, somewhere.
Just said muted, so I don't know.
Wait. It's out there now.
Will there be Steiner, Merrick, Lau, force packs, and field manuals?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say more than that.
Okay. I'm gonna stop asking you questions that could get us in trouble here. Let's see.
No, Randall would say the same thing. That, everyone said, well, after Davey Credo, we always stop. We are committed to take the force packs at least as far as the 5 houses, to get them all out there, and the force manuals. We will, even if they, even if poor Lau only has 50 fans out, no more than that. They will always sell. Unfortunately, they always sell at a degrading aspect after the big ones. But we are determined to get the force manuals out there for the 5 houses, and then how they're doing the clans. I don't. They've already done mercenaries. My guess is they'll do the clans as a package, similar to mercenaries, because that will work best for them. We're gonna get them out there.
Did Hungry Like the Wolf sell out at Gen Con again?
I don't know if it sold out, but it was close. They were down to like 4 copies, I think, when I looked about an hour to go. So I don't know that it sold out, but if not, it got really close.
That's awesome.
Which is why we're going to do another one. It's like, it's actually sold enough to justify this. I want this to be our Valentine's Day release every year for like the next several years, to do a Battletech romance. And now that we've gotten a clue on it, we will dial it in to be I've heard from enough people, men and women, that we need to ratchet up the steamy romance element of it. So you asked for it, we're gonna deliver it.
Clayton asks, when BFM City Lunar I might have it on the release schedule.
I don't know where that's at exactly.
Yeah,
I'm the release schedule, but I don't guarantee it's accurate at the moment.
Same. Yeah, I'm not sure. It might have gotten pushed. I know a lot of the maps got pushed. So
which one's the one that had out? Which one's we had out at Gen Con? Was that the desert camp?
I spent so little time at the booth, Lauren. I was at streaming.
It will come out. Wait, I don't have a firm date or a grasp as exactly where it's at. It will have. It's a beautiful. I've seen the actual art. It's gorgeous. It's gonna be beautiful. But
are the Celestials still scheduled for 2026?
Ooh, great question. I'm writing that down. I don't have an answer. I know there was several pieces. Celestials. I want to say even like the big like assault, heavy assault tripod. Some others.
There were so many force packs that got pushed because of tariffs this year. Because we just had to slow.
And Gothic and and but that was, I know it was a big one, and I honestly don't know where that. I'm writing down a note for myself because we were all excited about that as Celestials, as well as the other special force packs we had planned to slip into the schedule. I just don't know where they ended up right now.
Yeah.
So 2026 is possible. I'm not going to say it's for sure. So no reason to mute me, Tyler. But I know Randall's pretty excited about them. They're going to happen.
Question about Force Manual Mercenaries. Right now, it's on the release schedule for November-ish. So depending on progress on that. Does that sound right?
I don't know where it's at in printing.
Yeah.
I believe it's at the printer. I don't know where it's at on the printing schedule. I'll look and see if I can get a quick. There's one person there's one email I can look at to see if it's actually on our printer schedule. In fact, there it is. Force Manual Mercenaries.
BFM Lunar City was at Gen Con.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, apparently.
I missed it. Oh,
someone in chat said.
Oh, thanks for letting me know that. I'm bummed I didn't bring one home with me. Force Manual Mercenaries is at the printer. So I will say it's likely it'll be out by the end of the year. I don't know the date, but if it's at the printer now, print, ship, warehouse, store. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep seeing Tyler's messages pop up and he's basing muting entirely on my facial expressions.
By the time Red has got the facial expression, Tyler, it's too late. We're not running a 10-second delay here.
It's pretty funny.
Maybe we are, I don't know.
Do we have a schedule for the Proto-Mech Force Pack? Hi, Clockwork Tuba.
I think that's the other one with regards to the Celestial, the Proto-Mechs, and the Heavy Assault Tripod Mechs. Those are all one of the 3 specials that were planned for next year. I don't know where they're at exactly in the schedule at the moment. They probably got pushed back a little bit, but I don't know to where. Good question for Randall, who you can have on next week, and who can basically tell her to forget what I said, and he'll give them actual, we usually pull the live stream down, edit, and put a VOD up. This will just be the lost episode, so we don't have all this. I give them the best information I have in my brain at the time. It may not be accurate, but I do my best.
I'm going to put that in an asterisk at the bottom of all of our streams.
Yeah.
All right. Any thoughts on an expansion for Shadowrun Crossfire?
What's funny is we had one. We commissioned it. We had a guy working on it, and I want to get this right. I believe he had some health issues that caused a massive delay, as well as some production issues or some development issues on our side that caused delays. And suddenly 3 years went by and it still wasn't done. We had a brand new one ready to go, and it just kind of got 80% done and laid there like a sick cat. Will it ever get done at this point? I mean, it's been 2 years. I haven't even heard from this guy in 2 years that I'm aware of. It's just been out there. Unfortunately, which is a shame because Crossfire is a great game. We've obviously it's the engine we use for Dragonfire and now Runefire, and a game I can't mention this week. Other thing we may do. I plan to do Crossfire engine games for a while. There's other great genres and properties that deserve to be, have a good deck builder.
Check out Runefire.
That's right. We have an amazing partner with Paizo. They came on board and pushed really hard. In fact, they gave us more than we asked for. We said, "Oh, we'll play down here in this little box," and then they went, "Oh no, you get to go here to the big giant playground with us." They've been amazing. We're extremely happy working with them, and we're really we can't wait to. I'm very excited. We can't wait to get to our launch window with them. We sat down with them at Gen Con, had a great meeting. They said, "Here's your launch window. It's all yours. No one else can play in this little box, and go." So we hope to announce something very soon.
In the time that you've been talking, we've already gotten 2 or 3 posts for Mechfire.
Battlefire, Mechfire, Fire Mech. Yeah,
I like the Munchkin mashup. It's Munchfire.
Munchfire. I don't know what we're gonna do with a Battletech version would be interesting, but I don't think it's quite fits. Well, at least not right now. If we're gonna do it, I need to know what will make it Battletech enough. For instance, like for Runefire, we took it, and it's not just a reprint of not just Dragonfire with Pathfinder's logo on it. We made it more Pathfinder-ish. We were very clear, and my guys went in there and said, "This is Pathfinder fans are gonna want to see that we are emulating that universe, that system," and I think we got it. I think we hit it. I think we hit 100%. So
Solaris Fire.
Solaris, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying no to a Battletech version of it someday, but we don't have that key ingredient yet.
Mm.
What's funny is, here's what's funny though. I already know the very last Crossfire game I want to make. I know what genre I want to be in. I already know some of the mechanics I want to see in it, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it will be when we get there, it will be the hardest, most punishing version of Crossfire we've ever done, and that's why it has to be last. So we'll see what I do with that. But we have more plans. We're not going to release 3 versions next year, but this is an ongoing plan. This next year, it's all about Runefire. Pathfinder and Runefire.
I just had to respond to someone that there's no way I'm asking you that live. What else do we? Leviathan Fire Trans.
Are you afraid of the
Firemers?
Sure.
Both. Mercfire, Trekfire, love it.
What was that?
That's awesome.
What do you say? Techfire?
Trek.
Trek?
Yeah, Star Trek.
Oh, Star Trek. Oh, come on, Trekfire? There's got to be a better word. Well, Starfire works, but that's also, I think, isn't that like a DC or Marvel comic book hero? That wouldn't work. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we are 1 minute to time anyway, so I think we're gonna quit while we're definitely not ahead, but treading water.
Something.
But thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll be back. Should be back next week for Tuesday Newsday, pending any emergencies or anything like that. So thanks, Lauren, for coming and talking Gen Con.
No, happy to.
And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for being here.